up by staying in the upper bracket, but to decide that, we will have to go for a third game. Stay in the upper bracket because, as we heard no one before this series even began, every team in the top 8 has...
Game 3.
We got ourselves BoomBoys on the Radiant side, Team Vision on keep on our radars for sure. As it's Centaur that gets banned out by Team Vision, we see
more team fight. They don't have Largo this time, however they can just pick something else and collect their win.
maybe... Oh, they ban out the puck. So respecting the chance that this Lina still goes mid, we did see GB
Perhaps. Because the second part of that is if they don't pick the Underlord, then I think it's incredible Underlord game for BoomBoys.
Yeah.
It is like so free.
You have to pick it, right? You don't have a choice here.
Yeah.
I mean, they take their time, so it seems like maybe they are discussing
I mean,
a certain
what other
choice,
options
a
they
certain
have?
trade.
Like what, NS? Lycan?
Slardar, still in the pool?
Oh, you didn't like that.
No me gusta, as they say in Spain.
This seems like an insane Underlord game.
There we go.
I would not want to beat Slardar into Underlord.
I would not want to play the Vision lineup here, though.
Yeah,
against
this is
Underlord.
like the Axe Rush on Underlord this game. It inhibits
It's
everyone's
also,
game.
It's also such a good hero against NP.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the lane. The lane you get bullied by the creeps, but I think
Slardar into Underlord.
Picking the Slardar over the Underlord because a lot of thought. Head over to Sunspan and Cinderin, who are going to tell you all about this game number 3.
Thank you so much, Sheever. Yeah, we don't get to hear Sir Action Slack's voice before the game. A very welcome change, if you ask me. Suns fan here with Cinder as we get to game number 3 between Team Vision and BoomBoys. And to the lower bracket, destroying every fantasy. Is that possible, Cinder? After such a great group stage, such a great start to this tournament?
I mean, we've seen this plenty of times at TI and other big tournaments throughout the years. A team that looks unbeatable in groups, you give the other teams some time to figure out during these break days how to counter them, and they come in with some fresh ideas. Maybe they've leveled up, maybe that a couple of days they just got better. And for BoomBoys, regardless of how this game goes, I mean, this has been a good showing, right, overall. So definitely a team that has leveled up dramatically since we cast them earlier in the group stage.
Early D ward, by the way. That's pretty big.
Good start here for Katomi. With everything the panel said, I feel like we cannot underestimate the potential impact of Bounty Hunter. Like this just has to be mentioned every time it's picked in these games by the teams that really master it, which in this tournament for me are Vision and Yandex. They first picked this for a reason. There were other S-tier heroes in the pool, but they're recognizing the value of this as noticed.
Yeah, getting slept, but
okay, but I don't know if Ducalis will.
Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble. LSA hits, so first blood goes to. They tried to give it to Karatic, and they will eventually give it to Karatic. Good start for the Lone Druid, and we have seen Lone Druids, I mean, today especially, get off to a good start, and it's just, how do you shut this bear down? Very difficult.
Yeah, the biggest problem in this lane for the Vision side is that Bounty Hunter can't reliably pull waves because he's playing into Bane. Bane can just Nightmare you, and you're going to lose the wave. And Slaughter cannot lane into Lone Druid. So this lane is very, very difficult. And I think the Bane pick, this is the main reason they chose the hero, is specifically to take that play away from 9 class. You're going to see he'll try to do it. He can pull them down. He can't go up. So he has to try to do some weird stacking. Actually, he got away with it, Kataomi. This was a bit of a mistake. He was late. This might not seem like the biggest of deals. This is a really big deal, actually, that he was late to this, because sure, the waves are going to connect again, but effectively 9 class has now made a double wave for the Slardar, who otherwise genuinely might have been unable to lane almost. Now with the creeps going into tower, this will be pushing back his way, so he'll get some experience. You're still going to lose the lane, obviously, but it's a matter of by how much.
Yeah. Well, already 9 class having a big impact on this game on his Bounty Hunter, the most annoying player to play against probably in the last couple of years. Of course, I'm going to say his heroes haven't been as annoying individually lately because of the patches. They've kind of patched out his Slark support, his Monkey King support, but still finding a way. And like we talked about, this is a Bounty Hunter without the Ion Shell from the Darkseer, so how much impact can he have on the laning stage? Already doing a good job.
Yeah, it feels like this should not have happened though. So yes, he did have good impact, but I think it was a bit of column A and B where Bane was late and he just went for it at the perfect angle on Bounty. But still, you are absolutely going to suffer down here. There's no doubt about that. Looking at the other lanes, mid is going to be Ember against Lina. This should be a favored lane for GPK. He's been winning against no one the previous 2 games. This should be another good one for him given the matchup. And up top,
is it the matchup or is it the player?
I mean, it's a bit of both. I feel like GPK has just outplayed him today, to be honest, in the laning stage. So if he does have an easier matchup, which I would argue this is, compared to at least one of the other ones he played, I am expecting GPK to just win this lane.
We'll see, he can snowball this time on the Lina. He played game number 1 and ended up losing despite, I want to say he started 7-0, something to that effect. But Dota Plus knew all along, Cinderin. Actually, it's 3 minutes in. Can we check on Dota Plus real quick? It is the laning stage, of course.
100% for Dire.
Is this real or is this a meme at this point? My goodness.
Ducalis. Oh, they missed the arrow.
Get the double proc to Heritage in a little bit of trouble. Now noticed getting the bash and getting the kill. That is a big one going the way of Vision. Of course, Satanic setting it up. He can have presence all over the map. And of course, BoomBoys not able to take advantage in that top lane.
This move that you just saw is what's likely going to make or break the game for Vision in the first 10 minutes, is that exact play where Bounty Hunter plus 1 hero finds Lone Druid and Prophet TP's in. He's very...
Getting ganked though. This would be another big kill for Vision. They get him.
I really like the Bounty Hunter Prophet combination. In the bottom move. The Prophet, you give Prophet a stun so he can guaranteed stop TPs through the Bounty Hunter. And you get to work. Now, as the panel pointed out, this is a really, really good Underlord game though. So he can obviously start counteracting that later in the game. When Prophet goes for moves, you match them with Fiend's Gate. But we're not quite there yet, obviously. It's going to take some time. So Prophet has the advantage this early on. And that 1 kill on Karatic should inspire them to try to go for it again sometime soon. You can see 9 class already heading over again. Do they have? They don't have the mana for a crush though. He's sending out a mango soon unnoticed.
Kataomi maybe looking for a nightmare play. It is just level 3 Kiritich at the moment. Still a couple of minutes away from that Wisdom Shrine, but no one pulling a wave apparently. You just not want to lane at the moment? What is this all about?
Yeah, it's a decent efficiency play if you're laning into Lina, right? You can farm camp plus creep wave. Unfortunately for him,
It's the Malrine Classic.
It's the worst possible camp,
Yeah.
the Mud Golems.
True. Now they spot 9 class. We'll have the Skeleton Walk available. Or Shadow Walk, rather. Of course, it's very different from the Clinks one.
It wouldn't really make much sense to have Skeleton Walk on this guy, although like, you could argue all Dota heroes really have a skeleton inside them.
Most of them, that's true. Yep. Gonna get a courier kill.
Might get 2.
Has been killed.
Oh. Only a TP on the second one. Still being an annoying presence. I mean, the fact that you have to use extra brain power to remember.
Yeah, and you have
protect
to
your
sentries,
courier.
and you still lose your couriers. It's super annoying.
That is probably the biggest part of Bounty Hunter, is how much gold is being spent each game on sentries, just vision in general, to try to counteract him. As a 6-minute power rune is about to come to be. Arrows hit onto 9 class with the Laguna Blade as well, but they're going to try to turn this around onto GPK, which would obviously be the bigger kill. Nice cold embrace for Satanic, as no one claims GPK. And now Kataomi going to get slowed and likely picked off as well. Nice turn of events here from Vision, as no one, I mean, I want to say the first game of the series where he's coming out on top of the laning stage.
Yeah, he's top net worth.
Obviously, it's in big part to his team.
Yeah. They're getting a lot of value out of bringing profit to plays and just bringing numbers. And to make matters even worse here for BoomBoys, that was a regen rune top, so no one depleted his entire mana pool and can just get it back. So he can actually look to fight once more. He has TP ready, could go for a move down bottom. After killing this wave, if he wanted to, he could consider a Wisdom Rune attempt.
Kiritich ganked up. They don't layer their stuns properly, but probably wouldn't matter too much because they'll still dive. TP's coming though, as noticed. Not quite level 6 yet. Kataomi's in the vicinity though.
Bit crazy, no?
Root onto the Slardar. Notice now on the run, gets nightmared into the tree line. Taken off though. Blood Grenade will slow him. Tower Shot making him even lower. As notice, one more right click will do it, but Kataomi cannot catch up. And now they're going to try to turn this around again because of the TP from Satanic. But the TP is successful from Kiritich. Extremely close call. And eventually Kataomi does die, but took a lot to just get that one kill.
Yeah, they really wanted to go for that dive, but Satanic had cooldown on teleport, so eventually, yes, they do get through and kill the Bane, but they didn't get the Lone Druid, which was the grand prize there. Not exactly what Vision had hoped for, but at the same time, they also didn't lose their Slardar, which it looked like they might, so it could have been a lot worse for them. Now Miero is about to hit level 6. We'll see if he chooses to skill Fiend's Gate. We've seen sometimes Underlords not doing that on level 6. I think in this game, it feels like a really, really good pickup given the way the lineup he's against functions, how much they rely on bringing in the numbers. So I'd imagine he is going to skill the Gate here. Holding his skill point for now. He will skill it now. All right. So Fiend's Gate online. Prophet ulti online. Anything else worth noting? Not quite, I suppose.
Wallace backstabbing Kiritich. He does get the ult off. Already at half HP though. Satanic TP's in. Gets the fear into several heroes, but not Satanic. And that is enough to bring Kiritich down. Death number 2 for the Lone Druid. He did get off to a good start, but now these deaths are starting to rack up.
He's going to lose his tower as well. This is bad news for the BoomBoys side. You're losing the early game against Bounty Hunter Prophet and turn up that aggression. The good news for them is Bounty Hunter is only level 3, so it's going to be a while before 9 class gets track, which is going to make things significantly worse.
Now 1k lead for Vision here. As no one off to the best start of this series. So we saw what GPK was able to do on the Ember Spirit in game number 2. Let's see if he can replicate it for no one. 9 class. Ooh, very close call.
And Noticed seems to also be getting out here. Took a lot of damage from the Lina between Laguna and the Dragon Slave, but not quite enough. Couldn't reach the Nightmare on Kataomi.
Satanic on the Nature's Prophet, still working on the Maelstrom. Just basically one component away at this point of the game.
Yep. This is a bit slower than in the previous game.
Well, there's a lot on the line. I feel like we see this every single TI when it's in well, I shouldn't say elimination, but even just going down to the lower bracket, you're going to play a little bit more passive, you would think, on average. 10-minute rune, it's an invis for Kataomi. It's not going to stop no one from getting very aggressive. The steering chain's on the GPK. Kataomi, nice sentry. They find the bounty hunter. Satanic will get stunned out of the TP, but they will get off the Bane, or will kill off the Bane regardless. Miro shows up to try to counteract this push a bit. Not a whole lot of damage done to this tower as of yet.
But yeah, you're right. A lot of the time in these high-stakes games in Game 3s, we've seen teams slow down. But I also think that's sometimes what separates the championship teams from the others, is that in the higher-stakes games, they play faster. Sometimes, you know, if everybody else is going to be timid and play passively around the map, if you are the one to take initiative more often than not, you're probably going to find success playing like that. And you can tell Vision don't seem very phased from that game 2 that went wrong. They're going to run back 2 of the same heroes between the Slaughter and the Prophet. They're once again finding their bounty hunter a lot of success here. And this lineup is crafted to play quickly, not to play slowly. So even if the stakes are high, I don't expect them to just look to farm here.
Yeah, I do find it interesting that they back-to-back games go for the Nature's Prophet despite losing and despite Satanic being top net worth in the game. But he wasn't that active early, really, if you think back, compared to what he has been in this game number 3. Yeah,
it's just a different lineup by design. It makes a ton of sense to play it this way in this game. So I think it's very good to see that he... You know, a lot of Satanic games, also on the Prophet, like you mentioned, he will just be farming a ton in the first 20 minutes, but this time around he's already been in 5 kills out of the 7. Very liberally TPing into fights. He does have slightly lower net worth as a result, like we talked about. The Maelstrom is coming out in 100 gold. I think the last game he had it at about 1040, so he's a minute and a half slower on his first farming item, which is actually quite a bit, but well worth it for what he managed to accomplish around the map.
Both teams trying to deny the rune, it seems. GPK will be successful in doing so. 9 class running over yet another sentry place.
Moonlight Shadow.
Just for him. Yeah,
Noticed.
Moonlight. Notice now on the run. Oh, he's going to get arrowed. Nice setup thanks to the ensnare.
Cold Embrace, though.
The Cold Embrace to keep him alive a little bit longer. Do they have damage to finish him off? Lone Druid has to use his ult, but he will not survive the transformation. A nice curse onto the Underlord. They will lose the Slaughter, though, so it's a 1-for-1 to start this fight. And Satanic now on the run, finds himself in a precarious spot inside the pit. One more right click does the job. LSA from GPK into Miro's right click. That's a lot of damage onto no one. Trying to run away from it now, but Save still has a leap and a Starstorm to boot. And another Cold Embrace from Ducalis as Miro. Not sure if they have the damage to finish the job. There's no Remnant for another 5 seconds for no one. Getting slowed down thanks to Ducalis. No one. Arrow just has to dodge this. Will do so successfully and run away as a result. Has the Remnant up, will TP back as Save just barely getting outside the reach of these trees. Like that, I believe the fight has finally ended.
Very, very close engagement here, but yeah, nobody really coming out significantly ahead there. Obviously, the good news once again for BoomBoys is the Bounty Hunter is still not level 6. That is coming up in about 40 seconds time. He'll be taking the Wisdom. And not only do you get the track gold, but you probably win that fight with track as well from having more mobility. Like, it is going to help significantly, or excuse me, more damage amp, as track has changed.
Many times.
Yep.
Heritage rounding out the Maelstrom here pretty shortly. Spirit Vessel now on to no one. How many charges he can get in this early stage of the game.
Dire's top tower.
Kataomi is level 6. Haven't really seen any Wisdom Shrine plays yet, as the second one will be traded off, it seems.
Yeah, so that's also 6 for Bane, which is obviously huge here. It's not a super reliable grip game because you can get cursed or you can get stopped by a Blink Crush from Slardar, or of course if Bounty Hunter is on you with Shadow Walk, that can stop you, but once these fights break out and develop, you're probably likely to find a full duration grip, one way or the other. Would have helped out a very big deal in that previous type of fight they were in.
Dire's middle tower is
Blink now online for Noticed.
Yeah,
How aggressive
really
they want to be now.
Exactly. This is a huge pickup because now Bounty Hunter can scout ahead. You can blink crush, and then you can stun out of it with Bounty, and in the meantime, Prophet TP's in, and it's just going to be clean kills. So the map now for BoomBoys is going to be super tricky to play. You can see 9 class scouting out in the mid. It's going to see GPK.
Gonna get the track into the stun. Searing Chains from no one. The crush from Notice. Goodbye, GPK. Other side of the board, though. Look at this. Satanic getting ganked. The double proc onto the pit. Is Satanic. One more right click does him in. So very nice trade across the board for both teams. Obviously, the position 1 going down. The bigger of it. So BoomBoys, I guess, are happy with this exchange.
From the night.
Uh-oh, save. Oh, he saw him. He's in. Oh, he's not going to chase.
He's perfectly fine.
Huh, I thought he was going to go for that chase for sure.
No, he still could, theoretically. TP's fine. Okay.
All right.
Never refuse gold.
Still going for the shard on Notice. That's extremely nice pickup. One of the few heroes that just picks up shard instantly when they can.
Yeah. It's such an incredible farm speed increase. And obviously massive for fights.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
16-minute rune will be bottom. It's a haste. Nice Searing Chains onto 2 from no one. Arrow will be set up thanks to the Nightmare. So that's a freebie onto Ducalis. Kataomi yet to have to use the Fiend's Grip. Heritage being spotted though in the meantime by 9 class. No hunting couriers, it seems.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It will be the typical build from Kiritich. Mjolnir into an eventual Ags is noticed. He would love to try something on the Kiritich, but you know that there's backup. And it's actually a really hard team to get a pick-off on because you have the save from Nightmare, you have Fiend's Gate at their disposal at any time. There's no one. Gonna try his best efforts here. Searing Chains with the crush to follow. Not enough. Oh my god!
Enough damage.
His ult actually just insta-gives him. All right. Just from across the map, just a casual kill, no big deal.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, it looks like they want to try to get more. Not going to happen though.
Venice.
9 class cannot go through the barrier. Believe it or not, he gets the track off though. And they do have vision. 4 vision.
Moonlight out of them.
Yep, true.
Don't think you're really thinking about tier 2 here whatsoever. I think it's going to take quite a while before Vision are knocking on those towers, but I think they would love to take the mid tier 1 and start accessing the enemy triangle. But for the time being, not able to.
A lot of backup for the lone druid here. As 9 class will finally be exiting this area. He's been a nuisance all game long. And how close are we on the Underlord to getting towards... Okay, he already has it. Aghanim Scepter online.
Yeah,
this
that's
is
big.
A huge item for him. Now opt for the shard into a Lotus. So will obviously be very good against the Slardar Corrosive Haze until he gets 25.
It's an insane Lotus game. Slardar, Emperor Chains, Track, Curse. Potentially. Curse is still a bit of a wild card, but very good against Slardar Ember. That already is easily worth it.
Yep.
So the rest is just luxury on top.
Another Wrath of Nature coming out. And yeah, Satanic has, aside from just finding kills with the rest of his team, has been left to his own devices, I want to say. The only times he's died is when he's trying to set up a gank. Has the Mjolnir, has the Dragonlance, BKB 1000 into it. And for no one, looking to get the BKB next as well, so they're going to line at least 2 of those. And the question is Slardar doing the same? Absolutely. So if they farm at the same speed, which is not the case, obviously, they will get 3 BKBs within the same realm of each
That's
other.
a dead bear.
Indeed. Corrosive Haze sets it up.
And Bane is not long for
Who's worth more gold, the Bane or the Bear?
the Bane.
Okay.
Trek.
Oh, Fiend's Gate being used though. You can see the arrow coming out on Satanic as well. He's gonna get rooted yet again, extremely low, trying to stay alive thanks to the cold embrace. Can he get that last right click from Miero? The click's coming, but Satanic actually gets the kill. The double, make it a triple turnaround.
My God,
he survives. Unbelievable play. Satanic getting all the help from Ducalis and friends. My goodness, what a huge turnaround.
It's pretty rare that Satanic tips a teammate. But that was well-deserved. Ducalis, what an insane sequence from him. Perfect curse, perfect embrace.
And they might be getting another one. Oh my goodness, just like that, the tables have been turned upright. 6K lead for Vision. Make it 7 as they take a tier 1 tower as well.
And they have the Slardar, so Tormentor should be very easy as well. Or the Roche potentially. I think the Roche is a lot harder to pull off though, but Tormentor right now would be super easy. However, today so far we haven't really seen Vision play any objectives, so I don't know if they're going to be bothered with it, but look at this from Ducalis, just beautiful stuff. Everything coming together nicely for Vision in that moment.
That's with no lifesteal at all. Just the heal and good positioning, tree lines to their advantage as well. You could see Miero actually did a double take. I'm not sure if that would have made a difference, but started to walk back and then changed his mind. Maybe could have made a difference, but too late now. And those are track kills, ladies and gentlemen, so 8K, that's why this is ballooned all of a sudden. That is the Bounty Hunter advantage for Vision.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Our closest Kiritich to this Ags.
So what do we got? BKB Lone Druid, BKB Prophet now. Yes, you said they weren't going to get it at the same time. That is correct, because Prophet is 5,000 ahead of the others.
That's right.
I think Slaughter and Embers might overlap quite cleanly. Only a few minutes to go on both of them, but yeah.
Put a Malice onto 2, but the curse from Ducalis, the bear is beating the hell out of him. And you can see the whole team joins the party to do just that. Kiritich dies as a result. The saddest death so far at TI. And Miero's going to follow suit. And again, it's going to be a team wipe. My goodness. Basically a team wipe. The Lina off the map for the time being. But Vision, my goodness, this has ballooned out of control now.
Radiant's bottom tower.
That Fiend's Gate. Oh my God.
They had 2 pretty close games. But Vision have a dinner reservation at 7.
Yeah.
So
Satanic has to eat at a specific time.
Don't want to be late for that. And well, if they keep up this pace, Vision has been one of the few teams this tournament that has been able to close out games really quickly. And when I say really quickly, in this patch, that's probably something between the 30 to 40 minute mark. They've done that multiple times, and this is the type of game with this lead. If they get an objective through, let's say they get Tormentor and Roche, and they get another fight like the one they just had down bottom, they take a set as well. And then they're up like 25K at 30 minutes. So, looking at this from the BoomBoys perspective, you're on your last breath here in this series. If you make another mistake, it's almost, I mean...
All right, look at this Fiend's Gate. Oh my goodness. That was rough.
Yeah, you're just making the curse even better and setting yourself up for chaining down of the stuns here. And so many kills, so many track kills.
Kiritich, like,
understand.
Oh my goodness. All right. GPK laughing in the background. Quite the dichotomy there as Ducalis gets killed off by Miero. Vision want to get some retribution for their loss on the Wyvern. Looks like they'll get the trade that benefits them. Miero bites the dust. 12K lead for Vision. Roche opens up for them. Laguna Blade though for 9 class. Arrow gonna be sidestepped though. He is burning very low. Will survive. Is this enough for Vision to take Roche? Looks like it. They have the Corrosive Haze, of course, but now BoomBoys.
Light Shadow, he's going to spot them though.
And a tree ant's being placed to try to scatter it out for the arrow to come. It does hit a hero. They don't have the Laguna Blade, so all the burst damage is kind of out now. Dragon Slave doing a good amount of work, but it looks like they'll have to give it up eventually. They make Vision work for it. Satanic claims the first Aegis of the game.
That's a pretty damn good sign for Vision that they finally get a Roche.
I don't think we've seen Grip yet, right?
No, I don't think so either. I mean, the last couple of fights have just been Vision just piling on them and killing them off instantly. There hasn't really been much counterplay at all. The Winter's Curse has really set the terms for every single fight.
Oh, Kiritich, his bear in trouble. More important than the hero. That's a lot of gold again going the way. I mean, they can you track the bear now?
I don't know.
Well, they still got a lot of gold anyway.
I would think you can't, but
it's a hero now, though.
Yeah,
surely,
I mean,
surely.
I still feel like that's not fully consistent across the
not.
board, but
Notice, gonna be spotted. Arrow's gonna hit inside the pit. You can see no one trying to create a little bit of space. He gets gone, and there's the first piece of the game instantly canceled via to Ducalis and his ult, and no one with the double searing chains. This is a double dead support. LSA gonna hit Satanic, who's made his way over, and Miero just putting down pits of malices just to get away. Still 4 minutes on the Aegis for Satanic and the rest of Vision, and they can play however the hell they want.
Man, I think you could definitely make a case. We're 25 minutes in. You can make a case that this is the best game of the tournament from Ducalis. I just feel like everything he's doing is super high impact. The clutch factor. Wyvern is a clutchness hero, and he's just been nailing it over and over and over again in this game. Like sometimes in a 25-minute game, you find like one good curse, maybe one or two good cold embraces at the right time. Feels like he's found 5 of each.
Yeah, he's been very big this game.
Massive swings in every single moment from him.
And this is kind of a sign of how things are going right now for the BoomBoys side. I mean, GPK farming the complete opposite side. And he just better hope that 9 Class doesn't stumble upon him. Kind of the risks you have to take when you're down to this degree.
That's a good point. When your map gets constricted this much, what the cores of the other team will usually do is spill over on your side of the map, but Bounty Hunter is the perfect hero to have in that situation. Obviously, 9 Class will be aware soon enough that, well, we haven't seen Lina for so long on anything. He must be playing up there, and there's no tell for the Lina at all, because Bounty is never showing. So
Kiritich, Ducalis again gonna try to set things up, gets the vision, gonna force out the ult. Look how low he gets already from the crush and the right clicks. He is dead just like that. It's gonna be a trade for the Bounty Hunter, but definitely trade going the way of Vision again as Miero just taking massive right clicks from Satanic, who takes a Laguna to the face. Force staff in to secure the double kill, to secure the tier 2 tower, and Vision continuing to snowball in this game number 3.
Middle tower has fallen.
And that forced GPK back as well, so he honestly would have been better off just chilling in the top side of the map.
And what Vision are proving in this series is that all the heralds are right. Torments are just not worth the hassle. Just pretend it doesn't exist in the series altogether. I don't know if...
That's not true. Game 1 they had a lot.
Did they kill it?
Oh yeah.
Wait, wasn't it BoomBoys killing it?
Oh, maybe. Yeah,
I could be wrong. Like maybe Vision got it once, but
overrated. Just moving to that side of the map, just not worth.
All right, time to check on my fantasy how many Tormentor cards I have on Vision.
Yeah,
it's a bit of a problem.
GPK might run into some trouble here. Ducalis gets off the slow again. There's the crush from Notice. GPK in a lot of trouble. The Hurricane Pike. As guess who joins the party? It's Satanic again. You cannot go anywhere as BoomBoys. They now have a close to 20k lead. This Aegis, I wouldn't say they've gotten a ton of buildings, but they've gotten a lot of kills. Finally, Aghanim Scepter for Kiritich. He's going to be spotted, though. Searing Chains for the Bear, who's now an autonomous creature. No longer, as he will go to the grave.
Hey, you are right. They did kill a Tormentor.
Okay,
one.
Good. Thank you.
They've killed one.
Oh, the arrow. They hit an arrow right outside their base, and they're not going to do much about it because they can't.
No.
They just can't right now.
Radiant's top tower is under
The
attack.
Aegis about to expire here for Satanic. He's going to get the tier 2 top.
Fortune.
As Kataomi able to secure the shrine. Little
Radiant's top tower
silver lining for BoomBoys, but this is getting out of control fast. I mean, how good is their high ground, would you say? I mean, compared to the last couple games against... It doesn't feel particularly great to me.
I mean, the high ground defense?
Yeah.
I mean, Underlord is pretty solid with the Ags, but the issue is Vision don't necessarily have to push. I think they're going to massively out-farm and map control, and they're going to... It's almost impossible for BoomBoys to farm the map without getting picked off. against Bounty Hunter Prophet and Ember. So even if you trade on farm...
Okay, looking for a... Oh, the LSA misses, and now GPK trying to take out Wyvern as a Fiend's Gate coming in. GPK is going to continue to right-click Ducalis, though. Oh my god! Satanic completely insta-gives him. They'll find save as well. Nothing going the way of BoomBoys. Vision in charge for sure. Satanic, what does he have on him right now? The Daedalus close to getting Satanic. Just 1,000 away from finishing that. He is huge. 8K lead between him and the number 2, which is on his team.
He almost has the net worth of the top 2 enemy cores combined.
That is.
They have 26K, he has 25.
Good god.
Yeah. If this game doesn't end soon, he's gonna beat them out actually. Because of how much of the map he owns and the fact that he can just teleport to farm, obviously. Heritage desperately looking for something on his bear, has access to like 2 camps on the map. That's pretty much it. You can see 9 class on the prowl up top. Assuming that, well, BoomBoys have to get up here if they want to find any farm, because my 4 teammates are going to keep the bottom half on lock.
GPK and company just have to stay in base. That is the unfortunate consequence of being down this much. And he leaves the base, and look what happens. Of course, the BKB out of notice, but the right clicks are coming from Satanic as the curse onto several heroes. They are dying so fast. GG is called, and Team Vision will secure another spot into the upper bracket, as BoomBoys, unfortunately for them, will go to the lower.
That was a statement game, I have to say. They run back the Prophet plus Slardar that they lost with in the game just prior, but this time around they